guys, here's what I need.
What about my hat?
Ariana, where's yours? Oh, I will fix it in just a minute, okay? Do you want to wear this one? Okay, you can wear this one just for a few minutes. Will you pass that to McKenna? Or McKenna can grab it, either way. Corey Bentley, come join us, please, sir. Let's see, we're on a carpet, so what do we need? Bottoms on the floor, crisscross, bubble. Yeah, keep your hat on your head. Your hands go in your lap, your ears are open, and your eyes are on me, right? Or Miss Lauren, whoever's talking, okay? So, Kaylin, here's what I want to know today. If you know what we've been talking about, please raise your hands. What have we been talking about? Some person. Some person. I believe it's his birthday today. Let's see. Brady, who have we been talking about? Johnny Appleseed. Is that his real name?
No!
What's his real name?
John Chapman!
His real name is John Chapman. Johnny Appleseed is his
nickname.
Thank you. Somebody raise their hand and tell me what he did. Why is he so famous? He's like a famous person.
Thank
you. Find your seat. Thank you. Find your seat, Court. Let's see. Who's raising their hands? Charlie, why is he so famous? Let's go, Corey.
I'll do it.
Just sit in this one.
I can do it.
Court, sit down, please, sir. Why is he so famous, Charlie?
He made apple seeds.
He made apple seeds? Did he make them?
No!
Well, he did what?
He planted them.
Oh, hold on a second, Charlie. It's Charlie's turn to talk, guys. What did he do, Charlie?
He planted the apple seeds.
He planted them in the... He
Yeah.
planted some over here, then he came over here. He planted them way over there. He planted them everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And what grew after he planted those seeds?
The tree.
Apple trees. And then what grew?
Apple.
Apples on the trees, right? So, I want to show you guys a video. So I need Owen. Can you go turn off our one light, please, sir?
Can I do another one?
All right, guys, make sure you are crisscross.
I like the light turner on. I thought I was
The light turner off.
That's my job. No, it's not.
Court.
Working on the rainbow.
Class.
Yes.
I'm waiting on you. Everybody should be crisscross.
I see.
Okay, just a second, buddy. Crisscross. Make sure you're crisscross, please.
In the early days of the American frontier, when most of this nation was still wild, unsettled land, there lived a man of great courage and gentleness who traveled through the wilderness, planting apple trees. His name was John Chapman, though he came to be known to generations of Americans as Johnny Appleseed. This is one story about his gift to our country.
Make sure you have your bubble so you can hear, guys. Charlie, bubble.
These apple trees were planted here a century ago. 100 years of springtime bloom. 100 years of snow. 100 apple autumns with the wild geese flying by. 100 years of applesauce and steaming apple pie. The man who planted apple trees once stood here in this land. A sack of seeds upon his lap. A Bible in his hand. You want to hear something first. A stranger lean and lonely. His face was thin. His feet were bare. His clothing old and worn. The Goodwin family asked him in to dine and talk a
Jessica,
while.
your turn. Put your hand, please.
America was lonely then. He traveled many a mile. He said he'd gladly stay to sup, but could not linger here. He had to go plant apple trees across the great frontier. He said it was a wide, wild land, a lonesome land and long. He said his apples, sharp and sweet, would make the country strong. The family listened while he spoke of forests green and grand, of prairies vast with waving grass, of rivers ribbed in sand. He spoke of families like their own, all moving bravely west with guns and pots and cooking pots to claim the wilderness. He said he'd bring them apple trees, our Lord's gift to the earth. He said the sun would warm his seeds, the rain would give them birth. He said that each good orchard grown would bear fruit as God planned, and give the yearning pioneers a taste of promised land. The Goodwin family wished him well and watched him leave alone. He carried neither gun nor knife, no weapon did he own. But as he walked alone and lone through dangerous land and wild, he said he'd harm no creature born, each one God's own child. Young Hannah heard the tales of him all through her growing years, as he brought apples sharp and sweet to other pioneers. She heard he walked through day and night, and through the winds that moan. She heard he walked in snow and rain that chilled him to the bone. And where he walked, she heard he gave his blessing, softly thrown. The scattered seeds among the weeds, the sweet fruit wisely grown. She heard he loved the forest land, and all its creatures too, wild deer and hare, wild wolf and bear, and every bird that flew. She heard the Indians trusted him. He knew the things they knew. Which plants would heal or make a meal? Which streams ran clear and true? He walked all trails and heard all tales. His orchard spread and grew. And where he went, the deep, rich scent of apple blossoms blew. Old Hannah Goodwin saw him last, when many years had gone. He came in by the orchard gate, a quiet hour passed on. Old Hannah knew that gentle smile, that face so long and thin. There was a Bible in his hand. He spoke of where he'd been. He'd walked all through America, and all his seeds he'd sown. He'd planted apples sharp and sweet, and swiftly they had grown. There was spicy apple cider now, out on the western plain. There was applesauce in Iowa, and apple pie in Maine. Apples crossed the wide Missouri and down the Ohio. Sharp and sweet across the land, they made our country grow. Old Hannah Goodwin offered thanks for her own trees grown so tall. He said no thanks were owed to him. The Lord had made them all. To grow a country or a tree takes just a planter who will seed and tend till in the end the earth's best dreams come true. He said farewell and traveled on and did not come again. But in this orchard, sharp and sweet, his apples still remain. Old Hannah Goodwin talked of him in apple time each year.
Lily.
When the orchard came to harvest, and the air was crisp and clear. She'd ask children to remember and to thank the Lord indeed for apples sharp and apples sweet and Johnny Appleseed.
Hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
Okay, go ahead. Just make sure your hat's on top of your head, okay? Or you may go put it on your desk. You may choose. Tuck them in your shoes, please.
Aren't we gonna talk about those apples?
You can do that. If you would like to put your hat on your desk, you may do that. No, ma'am. Tuck them in your shoes, please. Ariana, sit. Come sit. All right, guys, you have 3 seconds to be back on the carpet. 3, 2, Corey, Kaylin, and Joseph, are you guys pulling cards? Let's go. Push your chairs in. Let's go. 1, you should be back on the carpet. You should have your crisscross. Just a moment, Ellen, please.
Can be on the page.
Can you get that? Can you get that? Okay. Crisscross lane. Katie, crisscross. See everybody's eyes on me. That's not a good plan. I think everybody's ready. All right, this story is called, Laney, come sit, please. This story is called Up, Up, Up. It's apple picking time. Oh, buddy, what happens? Come here. Go grab a tissue, please. Tilt your head back. Now he can get it himself. He's got it. He's got it.
What happened? Are you bleeding?
He can take care of himself. All right, guys. It's called Up, Up, Up. Apple picking. It's apple picking time. The author's name is Jody Shapiro. The illustrator's name is Kitty Harville.
Miss
Look at all the different kinds of apples. Look at all the different kinds of apples. Raise your hand if you remember from the video. What did Johnny Appleseed go around and do? I wish you would raise your hand. Now you can go pull a card. Lily, what did Johnny Appleseed go do?
Plant apple seeds.
He planted apple seeds. What's planting apple seeds is part of that thing we talked about. It goes like this. You remember what we talked about? A lot life circle. It's called a life cycle. We had our leaves and our plant and our tree, and then we had apples, right? And then it starts over again. You get the seeds out of the apple and you plant them again. You guys, it's not your talk time. You're going to have to wait, buddy. We just went to lunch just a little bit ago. You're going to have to wait till snack time. Hey guys, what's this page called? The title page, because it has the title. Alright, make sure you are crisscross, your hands are in your lap, your eyes are on me. Court. Make sure you're thinking. Up. It's apple picking time. Mama's voice tickles my ear. Whispers on with my shirt, sweater, pants, warm socks, and shoes not tied. Outside it feels as if we're the only ones awake in the whole world. Dad says, it's a long drive ahead. I wonder where they're going.
Apple seeds.
To who?
Apple orchard.
To Grandma's house, maybe? Okay.
To the apple orchard.
To an apple orchard?
Apple orchard.
Amber uses my shoulder for her pillow, but I don't mind. She's keeping me warm while we're driving to the apple ranch. That's kind of like an orchard. Apple ranch and apple orchard are kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, that's a rhyme.
Do they rhyme? Orchard and ranch?
No.
Nah, they don't rhyme. Two picnics later. One for breakfast, one for lunch. We're finally off the highway and onto the twisting, bumpy, narrow bridge. One car only. Apple tree-lined road. Look at that little tiny bridge. Do you think is that maybe scary? Like one of our words? That little bridge? Some yes, some no? I don't know. Katie, turn around please, ma'am. Caitlin, sit up. There they are, Granny and Grandpa, standing at the gate calling, hooray! We're so glad to see you. You're finally here. We could hardly wait. Neither could we say. Then everyone is off to the orchard. It's apple picking time. So who are these people?
Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandpa and Grandma.
Grandpa.
Grandpa and Grandma. They own an apple orchard.
Wait, they do?
Thank you. Oh, and crisscross, please, sir. Apple smell in the air. Apple perfume is everywhere. There are so many trees, and it looks like a million apples. Red, green, yellow, and pink. I don't know where to start. I tell Grandpa, look at all those apples. That's a lot of apples, huh? Is that a lot of apples, Isabel? It is. Ford and Lily. Your eyes are up here. He pulls a yellow apple off a tree, puts it up to his nose, and breathes in like Mama does with a flower. Ah, it's perfect. It has a perfect apple aroma, he says, and we can lean in close and smell too. From his pocket, he takes out his red-handled knife and cuts a slice out of the apple. Have a taste, he says. You think that's a good apple? Looks like it. You okay, Mac?
I think it tastes like
Okay.
lemon.
Like lemon, maybe?
I think it tastes like watermelon.
Like watermelon? Have to wait and see.
I think it tastes like fingers.
Okay, well, let's hold on and see, please. Charlie, your hands stay to yourself. That's your last warning, sir. This apple is cool and crunchy and sweet. Everyone has a slice, and we all stand together in the afternoon sunshine, wishing we could have more. But it's apple picking time. Begin with this golden delicious, Miles. Grandpa tells me. He points to the tree where we're standing and hands me a small sack made from cloth. Who is Miles?
The little
Little boy. You're right. Good job, guys. Caitlin, please sit up. Give me the littlest I give the littlest tug, and the yellow fruit almost falls into my hand. It is big as a softball. The sack gets heavy very fast. Every time it's full, I empty it into a wooden-filled box. A wooden-filled box. We climb up ladders and disappear into the trees. I can see Dad's legs. His voice is coming from the middle of the tree filled with red apples. He's singing a made-up song about loving apple dumplings and eating apple pie. The tree next to him has Mama's laugh. That's the only way I can tell she's in it. So she's up in the tree laughing at something.
Why?
Something was funny, so she's laughing. I'm not sure what it didn't tell us, did it?
With the boy.
Amber and Granny are picking up fruit from the ground. Granny says these apples make the best apple cider. The mention of cider makes me want some. It's warm work picking apples. I say that it already smells as if cider is hiding somewhere in the orchard. That's apple orchard perfume you're smelling, Miles, says Granny. Then she surprises us with a cup of cool apple juice. All afternoon we've filled those apple sacks with delicious, both red and golden, Macintosh, Pippin, Winter Banana, a funny name for an apple, Granny says, if you ask me, and the last few stray apples. The wagon cart is loaded with boxes filled to the brim. What's that mean, filled to the brim?
The red one.
Filled real close to the top, right? Filled to the brim, that means real close to the top.
Yeah,
Do they look full? The boxes look full?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of a pink apple.
A pink apple? I haven't seen one in a long time. They're hard to find. You're right. Delight runs out fast in the canyon. Daylight runs out fast in the canyon. I'm sorry, guys. Even in the summer. Granny's pippin pie makes a fine end to an apple picking day. Early to bed, we'll have to be rested for apple picking tomorrow. Up, up, up. It's apple selling time. Grandpa's whiskers scratch my cheek and the smell of breakfast cooking pulls me out of bed. It's Grandpa's morning oatmeal with sweet applesauce and we're out to the fruit stand through the dew-wet grass. Have you ever walked outside in the morning when there's dew on the ground?
Yeah.
It's kind of like it rained.
Yes.
It's like that in the morning.
I'm the only one that had it.
You haven't seen that before? Oh.
I did.
I bet you have.
I did.
You probably have.
I saw dew on my car.
Dew on the car? Yeah, dew gets on everything outside. You're right.
Yeah.
Grandpa turns, McKenna and Kaden. Grandpa turns over the carved wooden sign. Cars pull in. Granny, wearing a big straw hat, trimmed all the way around with skinny apples, shiny apples, greets old friends. These are my grandkids that have come to help us. She almost sings the words. Apples are tasted, admired, and bought. What's that mean if they bought some apples? They bought some apples? Yeah, did they have to pay money for them?
Yes.
And then they could take them home and eat them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or sell them.
Or, yeah, they could take them home and sell them again, you're right.
Yes.
We carried bags and boxes of apples to cars for the people who come and go all morning. Lunch is a picnic in the sunshine, but we can hardly sit still enough to eat. It's apple selling time. What's this sign say, I wonder? Close. It says close. Good job, guys. And then, before you can say Macintosh, Granny Smith, golden, delicious pumpkin pie, the sun has flown away, taking the warmth with it. The sign is turned to close, and it's time to call it a day. Supper is fresh baked apple dumplings, floating like an island of floating like islands in a sea of milk. Then there's talking about the apple selling day. So then they talk about their day while they eat. Do you guys do that sometimes? Do you talk about your day at the table?
Yes.
Some of you do?
Even with me and my.
Do you? Yeah.
We go out.
Oh, sometimes you go out to eat. You talk about your day? Me too. Excuse me, guys. We're almost finished. Grandpa puts old jazz records on his phonograph and dances around with Amber. Even Mom and Dad dance. But I like lying on the rug in front of the fireplace, just watching. Everyone being very happy, wishing we didn't have to go home tomorrow. It's hard to say goodbye. Pillow hugs are so much better. Sackfuls of apples surrounding Amber and me. We're driving home. Their cidery smell helps me remember the happy days of apple picking, apple selling time. And that is the end. And look, right here, there is a recipe for Granny's microwave baked apple pies. This book has a recipe in it for apple pies. Did you guys like that story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be a recipe book and a reading book.
A recipe book and a reading book, you're right. Where? Somebody raise their hand and tell me where in the story did they go?
To the downfall's house.
Isabel, where did they go? To their grandma and grandpa's house? Okay. Raise your hand and tell me, what did they do at grandma and grandpa's house? What did they do there? Elizabeth, what did they do there? in the
Pick
story?
apples.
They picked apples, okay. What else did they do?
Going to sleep.
Go, please, sir. What else did they do, Elizabeth?
They picked apples.
Okay. All right, so they picked apples first, and then, McKenna, what did they do after they picked them? They ate some apples, okay. What else did they do? They had a big stand, and people came and bought them. They had a fruit stand, and they sold their apples. Guys, I want you to turn around and look at the board right over here. Look at that apple on the board. Did you make one like that yesterday?
Yes.
You made one like that? Did you guys talk about it, or did you just make one? You just made one. I wasn't able to be with you yesterday because I had to go to my meeting. But yesterday you guys made the apple, and today we're going to label it. We're going to talk about all the parts. Yes, sir.
I need to color my seeds in.
Talk about it. Here's what we need to do. I need everybody who sits at the yellow table to go back to their chair.
And we can snack.
Just about.
After we're done talking about those apples, can we eat them? After snack. After lunch.
We've already had lunch, buddy. All right, if you sit at the green table, you may go to your chair. Purple may go to their chairs.
I don't feel like eating the potatoes.
Blue may go to their chairs. And red, you may go to your chairs.
Does that mean put our hat on?
Yes, keep your hat on top of your head. Here's what I need. Kaden, go to your chair, please. Here's what I need. If you have any of your papers, make sure they're back in your seat sack. Make sure your crayons are away. Mac, are you okay, buddy?
Keep watching them out and I would down.
Let me see, Mac.
Wait, you don't want people to visit.
Class.
Yes.
When I or Miss Lauren call your name, come get your apple, please. Joseph, here's yours. Oh, guys, some of them don't have names. Lainey, here's yours.
I can have one that doesn't have a name. You didn't make one.
All right, guys, make sure you're quiet so you can hear. This one doesn't have a name either. Here, Ariana, you can have this one. This one was mine. That's the one I made as an example.
But
Charlie. Lily, here's yours. Adriana, here's
They're
yours.
colored on. They're not real apples.
Oh, make sure you're quiet. You're going to miss your name. Class, heads down. Heads down, mouth closed. Lane, quit making that noise. Thank you. Owen. Caden. If you don't have your seeds on yours, you can go ahead and color them, okay? Use a black crayon. Red table. Get your bubble, please. Alright, guys, I've got 2 with no name. I've got 2 with no name here. Do those all have no name on them?
Y'all both stop fighting. Put it in the middle. Put it in the middle.
Alright, guys, I've got 3 apples. Miss Lauren has 2 apples with no name. Isabel, are any of these yours? You don't have one, do you? Which one's yours? This one? Okay. Joseph, where's yours? I've already given it to you. Katie, which one of these is yours? Alexia, is one of these 3 apples yours?
That one.
This one is? Okay.
That one.
Alright, guys, there's 2 left. There's 2 left. One's probably Mallory's. Where's that? Hers on her desk. Okay, we'll say that.
That one's Mallory's.
Taylor?
Here's Khalifa.
Taylor and Jordan, you're the only 2 that don't have one.
That must be Jordan and Taylor.
That must be, you're right. Does it? Okay. Right. Focus. Okay, make sure, go ahead and put your pencils away. I need my 2 assistants. Where are you? Who are my assistants? Who are my assistants this week, guys? Adriana, come here, please. Adriana, can you give one of these to everybody? Make sure you're following directions because these are really small, guys. Let me pass those out. Shh, I'm going to tell you in just a second. Make sure you have your pencils put away if you need to. Color your seeds on your apple if you get a chance to get them.
Pass them over. Pass them over. What are these?
They're for you to hold for just a minute. I'm going to tell you what to do with them, okay? McKenna. Alright, guys, once you get yours, put your eyes on me so you'll know what to do. It doesn't. Where's your apple, McKenna? Get your apple. It doesn't say your name. It says something else. I'm going to tell you in just a second what it says when everybody gets theirs. If everybody has one, you can put the extras back on the table. Corey, sit down. Sit down. I was talking to somebody else.
What is that?
Taylor, sit down, please. Kaden, does everybody have one?
Not the blue table.
Okay, make sure everybody has one. It doesn't have your name. No, it doesn't. It says something different. Corey, get a bubble. Alexia, no ma'am, I haven't given you any directions yet. Alexia, put it away. No directions yet. You haven't got any directions.
It says the.
Oh no, I need Journey. Can you get your picture taken for AR? Here, let's leave your hat right here real quick.
Do you
You
have
come
one?
leave this right here and that right there. You can get your picture taken, okay?
You have one. Yeah, but I got two.
Alright, Miss Journey.
Okay.
You can leave that on the table right there just for a moment. And walk with them and they're going to take your picture with that big camera there. See? Walk right out in the hallway, okay?
Did you hold your iPad the little pictures for the pictures on?
Do they matter by grade level? Thank you, ma'am.
Me too.
Alright, Cadence, everybody have it? Okay, we'll put that one over there for me. Classy class.
Yes.
Alright guys, eyes up here. I'm going to show you what to do with that little piece of paper. It says the word skin. Can you say skin? Skin. What color is the skin of our apple we have?
Red.
It is red. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to draw where I want you to glue your little piece of paper that says skin. The skin is right here.
I can't see.
There it is. I want you to glue your little paper right here that says skin to label it. And we also have skin down here too, right guys? So put your skin right there, okay?
Right here?
Yep. Go ahead and get you just a little bit of glue on the back of it and glue it to the top.
Are you supposed to have two?
Just one.
Where's my glue stick? Do you put the glue on the apple or this?
No, put your glue on your little piece of paper. It'll make it easier to stick to your apple.
There's no
Number what?
Which side do you do it on?
Okay, McKenna, will you pass those glue sticks to Lily, please?
Here.
Alright guys, once you glue that one, I'll know you're ready when you give me a thumbs up. Once you've got your thumb up, I'll know you're ready for the next one.
I done.
Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you the next one, okay? Put the skin on there for me. Ladies, stand to work, please.
Skin. More skin. No,
If they're dried out, you can throw them away. Get rid of them, okay? What's wrong with them? There's no more in there. Yeah, throw those away. If we've used it all. Okay, once you've got your skin put where it needs to be, once you've got skin put where it needs to be, you may give me a thumbs up so I know you're ready for the next step. Okay, we'll use that one. Okay, we can't put any carrots for somebody else to use. Alright guys, hold on to this one. I'm going to tell you in just a second what this one says. Good job, buddy. Thank you for listening, buddy.
Does it say apple?
Thank you. Once you're
What
ready,
does that say?
once you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Okay, the one I just gave you, no ma'am, please don't do that yet. The one I just gave you, Ariana, what's it say?
It said, I don't.
What does it say? We just did our skin.
Seeds.
This one is
Seeds.
seeds. Where are the seeds?
Right here.
In the middle, yeah. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this one and put some glue on the back of it. And I want you to put it somewhere like down here. Seeds.
I put it right here.
So we'll know that that is the seeds of our apple. Okay, you may go ahead and glue that. Once you've got it, give me a thumbs up, please.
How to do just white glue. I don't have one. What I give is decent.
I gave you one. What happened to it?
I put this one decent. I don't have one either.
Good job. Good job.
Where's
Where's that one? Lily, where's your... Look, this one goes here and this one goes down here. So pull that one off and move it. Alright guys, when you're finished, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to pass the next one out.
You have to put seeds down here on the seed. What's that?
Just close to the seeds is okay, honey. Take a look at this new one you're getting and see if you can figure out what it says. Take a look at this new one I'm getting you and figure out what it says, please. What does it say?
I didn't get my seed one.
It's right here.
I'm done.
If you're finished, what do you have to do?
Seed.
No, ma'am, do them on the other side. This is the front. Do them on the front. Okay, so pull them off and do them on the front. Alright guys, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up so I know.
Adrian says Lilith.
Okay, what's it doing, please?
What did it say? It says yes.
Charlie, sit down, please.
No, it's not.
Let's go to your
Please
left.
see right here. I know all the reasons.
Chicka, chicka. Alright guys, if you're ready for the next one, give me a thumbs up. I gave you one, Joseph. It's right in front of you. Alright guys, eyes up here. The next one says, what's it say, Lily? It says leaf. Where's our leaf of our apple?
Right here.
What color is it?
Green.
It is green, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to take yours. Oh, I will not talk over you guys. I want you to take yours and glue it right here, McKenna. Glue it right here. You have the leaf. Glue it up on the leaf, okay? We have one more piece.
I don't know what this says.
That one says leaf. That's the one we just did.
I don't know how to tell my
Alright guys, we've got one left.
I
Let's see
should know
what-
how to read stuff.
We've got one piece left.
Right here is the piece.
I see, that's right. Once you're finished, show me you're ready. Give me a thumbs up, show me that you're ready.
I'm ready.
Here, this one, ready?
I went first.
Pass those up. I love how you guys are showing me you're ready. Corey, move this leaf up here. This one, look at it and see if you can figure out what it says.
Stem.
Anybody else, anyone over here, or is that all of them?
Stem.
Okay. Alright guys, what's the last one say? It says stem. Where's the stem?
My stem is blue.
Let's do it in blue. I haven't used blue yet. Here's the stem right here. This one's kind of tricky. You just have to put a little bit of glue on it. Cool, you're gonna know what to do. You see here, you don't have very much room, so you're gonna have to kind of glue it on the edge. Like here's your little piece of paper, and it says stem. You're kind of gonna glue it right here. You're gonna put a little bit of glue on the edge. Can you guys do that?
Now it looks like a flag.
It's kind of like a flag once you get it up there, huh?
Right here?
Yep.
She
That's the
doesn't
stem.
have a stem.
What color is the stem?
Is your stem on the back?
Brown. It is brown. So glue the word stem to your
Right
stem.
here?
Yep, that's it, Caleb.
I'm done. Okay.
Okay. You are finished. Focus, focus. Make absolutely sure you put your name on yours because there were several that didn't have names on them. So flip it over on the back and make sure your name is on it, please. Okay, if your name is on it, you may go make a stack on this table with the extra caddies. Make one stack over on the table with extra caddies, please. Put away your glue, your pencils.